Hi, this is Robert Pagliarini. This week's column is titled Stop Worrying What Others Think. 9 Tips to Gain Confidence. Do you care what other people think about you? Of course you do. Who doesn't? But here are 9 ideas, 9 tips, so you'll care just a little bit less. Because here's what can happen. If you get so focused on what other people think, worried about embarrassing yourself, worried that you're going to make a mistake, you're not going to do anything, right? I mean, the only way to avoid criticism is to basically blend in, to take anything that's special or unique about yourself and sort of dumb it down and sort of make it so you blend in with everybody else. That's the only way to avoid criticism. It's to hide. So if you don't want to hide, if you really want to be who you are, if you have something that you want to create, whether it's a blog, you want to write a book, you want to, produce a movie, whatever it is, you gotta stand out. You gotta do something a little bit different. So, here are the 9 tips really very, very quickly, and then you can read a whole lot more about these tips at yourother8hours.com. First tip is to find a good role model. Second tip is to focus where it counts, because a lot of times we don't do that. The third is to be like Bruce Lee. Kind of weird? Maybe. But Bruce Lee was obviously a martial artist, but also he was really a philosopher. He had some really great ideas, and this one is going to be very applicable to what we're talking about now. Fourth one is to be careful who you ask, because you can ask the wrong person and they can deflate you. The fifth is to desensitize yourself. Very, very important. The sixth is to stop reading negative reviews, negative comments. I've got friends who have written best-selling books, hundreds of 5-star reviews on Amazon. And what do? They become obsessed with reading and rereading the handful of negative reviews that they get. Bad idea. So the 7th is to ask the right questions. When you're looking for someone's advice, when you're looking for some constructive feedback, there's a right way to do it. The 8th is to pray. Not for good reviews, but to pray for criticism. Right? You want criticism. Here's why. Because if you don't have criticism, it means that nobody knows about you. The last and final tip, the 9th one. Don't feel like you have to please everybody. There's a person, you may know him. He is pretty unpopular. There's probably half of the country, maybe 150 plus million people out there, maybe more, that don't like him, think he's doing a terrible job, would like to fire him. But you know what? He is the President of the United States, the most powerful person in the world, and half of the people in this country don't think he's doing a great job. So it just goes to show you don't have to please everyone. So here it is again. The column is Stop Worrying What Others Think, 9 tips to gain confidence. And you can read it at yourother8hours.com. Until next week, have a great one. Thanks.